G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to episode 29 of this FIFA 23 Arsenal Career Mode series. Make sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy, it really helps me out. And thanks to all the new subscribers recently, I've got a few here and there, so really appreciate that guys. Yeah, let's check it. Just checking the table before we get in the first match of this episode. Currently still on top of the league with 12 to 13 games to go, I believe there was. And I'm going to be running basically the second team out here against Sheffield United just because the game we have in a couple of days after is the Champions League game. It's going to be the second leg against Galatasaray, and we're currently level on aggregate, so I'm going to be playing basically my subs in this game, I think, except for Tierney, I believe, who I was starting still at left back. But here we're on the attack early through Calvert-Lewin. Then we get it to the youngster in Musa, to Jude Bellingham, and Bellingham's going to hit one from distance outside the box, and he's going to score to put us up 1-0. And now it's Smith Rowe running down the wing. He's got too much pace for everyone, and he's going to go himself, actually. I thought I was going to cross it to Calvert-Lewin, but decided to go himself, and he scores again. Smith Rowe coming up big. And a great pass into Trossard there. Trossard playing the cam role in this game and playing it to perfection. 3-0 up in the first half. And we're going to try to get one more right on the death here. Bellingham outside the foot. And it's good. Bellingham. His shooting is magnificent. And this Sheffield keeper is having a horrible day as we get a fifth there early on the second half. And that's how it ended up. Absolute domination. 16 shots to 0. I believe Sheffield, I think, were bottom of the league as well. So it was top of the league v bottom of the league. And not the result you'd want if you were Sheffield. But here we are. Here's the big one against Galatasaray in the round of 16. Should be moving on to the quarters as long as we get a win here. We are at home for this leg, and we should be good enough to get the job done, but you never know. Champions League can have some funny results. And you see next we're going to have Manchester City, I believe, in the FA Cup. I think that fixture is. So that's going to be another tough game there after this one. But this is really the big one, the big trophy that we want this year. I mean, I'll definitely take another league title as well, but this is the one that we're really after at the moment. And hopefully we can start off strong here. But Galatasaray are actually on the attack first, and they shoot, but Ramsdale makes the save. No real venom on that shot, so Ramsdale's able to catch that. But they're coming back again. They cut it back to Van Aanholt, to Mohamed, and Ramsdale's required for a big save again. Saka plays a little... Well, I thought it was going to be a 1-2 with Ødegaard, but you see Ødegaard there. He goes down clutching at his left foot, I think that was. And he's going to pick up an injury, so hopefully that won't be too bad, but we'll see after. Tierney finds Jesus. Jesus is going to curl that round the keeper. Good finish by Jesus. And a good job by, I think that was Martinelli just getting out of the way. Probably blocked the goalie's side as well, which probably helped. But Tierney coming up big there. And Saka gets the ricochet there. Plays it to Ben White at the end of the first half. Jesus. I do not know how Jesus didn't score there, but the keeper made a great save. Now we have a free kick here in the second half. Declan Rice finds Milinkovic-Savic, and he tries to loop the keeper. The keeper was caught off his line there for a split second, but managed to get back just in time to make the save. Now Galatasaray should equalise here, but it hits the post. I think Ramsdale might have got a finger to it. But either way, we're pretty lucky there to get away with that. Now all of a sudden we're looking for the winner and to advance to the next stage. Smith Rowe nutmegs the defender, and Jesus is on the end of it and scores as we go up 2-0, 4-2 in aggregate. And Jesus has put us into the next round. Set up by, I think that was Smith Rowe. What a pass there from Smith Rowe, nutmegging the defender and putting it on a plate for Jesus to finish it off. As you see there, PSG and Sevilla tie. I think PSG might be knocked out. They are. Sevilla goes through. RB Leipzig beats Real Madrid. And Spurs beat Atletico Madrid, I believe. So those are some big results there. I wasn't expecting those teams to be going through, especially PSG to be knocked out so early. But there you see the devastating news. Our captain, Ødegaard, is going to be out with a broken toe for up to 3 months, which doesn't put him out for the whole season, but it's a huge chunk of time and we're going to miss him. But hopefully Bellingham can step up in the cam role. It's really just another centre midfield role, to be honest, not really a cam. But let me know, should I switch Milinkovic, Savic, and Bellingham around? Is Savic a better attacking midfielder than Bellingham? I'm not 100% sure. I think they're pretty level, but I think Savic might have a slight edge on shooting, but I'm not sure. But here we are in the FA Cup now. Martinelli plays that beautifully, cuts it back to Jesus, and Jesus scores. Martinelli just had way too much pace for his opponent there as we take an early 1-0 lead. But at the start of the second half, now Manchester City have a corner. Haaland heads it, saved by Ramsdale, but he gets another opportunity here, and he's not going to miss again. Haaland scores off the corner. Ramsdale couldn't come up with another miracle save there, and they tied up 1-1. But basically from kickoff, we've worked it down the wing here. We're just waiting for the overlap. You see that Jesus plays a one-time pass to Savic, who's got all day to line up his shot, and he's not going to miss that one-on-one as we take the lead 2-1 again. Now it's City again through De Bruyne, and De Bruyne, he is onside and he scores. The captain of City ties it up with just over 5 minutes remaining. Can we get a late winner here? We've given away the lead twice now. Can we take it one more time? It's going to be Calvert-Lewin who's came on as the sub and he scores. Calvert-Lewin with a last-minute winner. Seals the deal. I brought him on for Jesus. I thought he could possibly get one just because Jesus was running on fumes at that stage in the game, and he's come up big. But Man City off the kickoff, De Bruyne with a crazy pass to Grealish, and Grealish beats my defence, but Ramsdale gets a mitt to it, and he keeps us in front and hopefully advancing to the next round. But we give it away there again. Bernardo Silva, what can he do? Plays it to Haaland, but Haaland has been called for offside. And we're going to get away with that one as we advance to the next round of the FA Cup. You see there is a very tight game, very even game, but we were just more clinical and had some real clear-cut chances, which we buried as we get the win there in the FA Cup. Now back to the Premier League against Fulham. Playing a lot of my backup players again, just really rotating the squad these days, just due to fitness issues. And I do want to try to keep as many of the players happy as possible, and unfortunately that means I have to rotate the squad more than I believe I should have to. But on the start here, we play a ball over to Saka, and Saka beats his man, too much pace, and just curls that round the keeper. And this would soon open the floodgates, as this really did become the Saka game. Saka hadn't scored the most goals this season. I believe he'd only scored really a handful, being all Jesus and a bit of Martinelli. But Fulham actually equalise here through Thomas, I think that is. But Saka was on a mission today and he would not be denied as Fulham look to get it out here. But we press and we get the ball. Calvert-Lewin sees Saka in the middle, and Saka has another easy chance there and he's going to bury that one. And that's 2 for him in the first half with more to come. Spoiler alert. But Tomiyasu just waits for Saka to get back on side. And Saka makes the run there. He is onside. He's got all day. I don't know who's playing left back for Fulham, but he's getting absolutely roasted. And we're going to keep targeting him if it results in goals like this. And Saka, every single one of his goals has basically been the same finish. As Bellingham chips it over to Saka again in the second half now. And he scored all 4 goals for the Arsenal. 4-1 up now. Absolutely dominating. And we're not stopping. This time it's Smith Rowe now. Can we share the love? Smith Rowe, what's he going to do? Plays it to Savic, to Xhaka. Xhaka finds Jude, and Jude's going to hit it. No matter, it's on his left foot. He's close enough and good enough to score that. And Fulham coming forward now, waiting for the overlapping runs. They work it around beautifully, and they get a consolation goal. But it's 5-2, and there's no coming back from that, as we'll take all 3 points there. Only had the 8 shots, but scored 5 goals from it, so again, really clinical, and we just had some real clear-cut chances. As we're going to be getting into our next match shortly. It's going to be up against Everton. We are the away side, but I've brought in basically all of my first team now. So I'm hoping to get the job done and really to put together keep this winning momentum going, as we've won about 7-8 games in a row or something like that. I don't really know, to be honest. But it's going to be Saka again, chips it over the top to Bellingham, and Bellingham goes with the acrobatic attempt, but it's just wide. and Everton have their clean sheet in hand still for now. But Declan Rice, what can he find? Or will he go himself? Finds Jesus, and Jesus is going to turn and shoot. I thought he was offside, but he managed to time his run brilliantly, and Jesus manages to give us the lead as we go ahead into the second half now. But we give it away. Everton with the press. They've forced a mistake out of us, and they're going to come forward there. A great pass to Decore, and Decore scores to tie it up early on here in the second half. And now we have to try to take the lead again through Declan Rice to Saka. Saka's going to try to whip one, and he actually hits the crossbar. Nearly got the keeper there, but that's all that really happened in the second half. And unfortunately, we tied 1-1. You see there, 11 shots to 3. The XGs weren't too far off, to be honest, so really no real attacking power in that game. The defenses were solid, gave up 1 goal each, and that was all. But you see here a couple of youth players were getting a bit frisky and a bit annoyed that they weren't in the senior team and wanted to cancel their contracts. So I went in, just promoted them. I'll probably send them out on loan next season because they're obviously not good enough to be playing in the first team. Probably going to need a year, 2 or 3 to be honest, before they even come close to the first team, that's for sure. But the last game of the episode is going to be up against Southampton, another Premier League side. Hopefully we can get back to winning ways here, but this is the side I'm going to be rocking with. And I am really playing Calvert-Lewin a lot as well. I mean, Jesus is still, I think, leading the Golden Boot by a fair bit, so he's not going to lose that record. But I really just want to save him for as many cup matches as I can because I really want to win every competition, and we're still out in front in the Premier League, but obviously we can't go on a losing streak or anything like that. As Southampton from the corner have to get it saved off the line there by Ramsdale, who comes up big again for us. But they're on the attack again here, and they work it beautifully, and it's going to be Theo Walcott with a little back heel, and Ramsdale can't keep that one out. The Southampton take a lead here halfway through the first half. And there wasn't really many highlights here, so we skip ahead deep into the second half now. It's going to be Southampton again. I believe it's the same player who scored the first goal. Scores their second. And basically from kickoff now, we're trying to respond straight away. And it's going to be Trossard who finds Savage, who finds Partey, and we find Musa, and we whip one. He beats the keeper, and we get one back. And Musa, the young American, halves the deficit, but that was really all she wrote. There wasn't enough time. We didn't really get any more opportunities. And you see there again, it was a very dead game. So these last 2 games, the attacking power just hasn't been there. But the next match is going to be a big one up against RB Leipzig in the Champions League. But that'll be next episode, guys. So make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.